From the media missionaries of Network 7 Media Center, reporting on the medical missionaries in training in Ghana, welcome to Mission Sonlight.
Mission Sonlight became connected to the West Central Africa Division when the 13th Sabbath Mission Offering in 2011 brought us here to the campuses of Ghana's Valley View University.
Prior to this visit, the Valley View campus had been the recipient of the 13th Sabbath Project in years prior, allowing it to begin the founding pillars of a new campus church. In our 2011 report, we shared with local Seventh-day Adventist churches all over the world, and here you can see the results to help Valley View's more than 10,000 students and staff share the story of Jesus from the massive new church.
I'm so happy when the new church building is under construction, and for now we've started worshiping in it. It's not yet complete, but I think worship there is so lovely.
This structure is the largest Adventist auditorium on the continent and will seat nearly 4,000 students, pastors, and families for convocations ranging from graduations, student convos, constituency meetings, worship, and whatever other large special space is needed.
When we have activities such as graduation, we have a lot of visitors coming, parents, family, friends, and loved ones. We can get a place for them to accommodate them so that they'll be able to participate through the program successfully.
In June 2023, the unfinished church was dedicated to the Lord during summer graduation exercises. Next steps include finishing Sabbath school rooms, offices, bathrooms, permanent seating, and other furnishings and decor. Every quarter, the members are committing to a special prayer and fundraising day so that they can complete the work remaining, one quarter at a time.
Every quarter, we're going to add something to the construction so that we come closer to completion. We are building the walls, we're building the church, and by God's grace, we'll complete it. And we want to thank the whole church, the worldwide church, for what they have done already.
Thank you to all who see this building, the completion of this building, as something that will give glory to God.
Valley View University has the benefit of a new sister organization to its north, preparing undergraduate medical missionaries. This organization is transforming the lives of many young adults and preparing them for eventual learning at Valley View. In the early 2010s, the Seventh-day Adventist Hospital of Osameng Ashanti of central Ghana sensed a need to train their own Adventist youth in preparation for a career of medical service at their hospital as well as medical facilities around the country. The Adventist Nursing and Midwifery Training School has grown from just 22 students in 2015 to now operating as its own institution at the adjacent property behind the hospital. In cooperation with Ghana Health Ministry and Christian Health Association, they have a 100% placement rate of graduates in these facilities around the nation and in their own hospital, meeting a need to expand their medical missionary work. The school presently serves 900 students, with an anticipated growth to more than 1,000, even 1,500 students in the next few years. The challenge is that the school was only built for a few hundred students. Chaplain Richard Gaesi shares with our media missionaries his very personal experience as he works daily with the students on this very busy campus and sees the very tangible role this campus plays in student and family lives.
I play a role first as a counselor to the students and some of the staff. I always advise management, especially on matters that requires pastoral advice and things that borders on the church.
Education and training in this school would not be complete without the component of evangelism.
Evangelism, which is the prime motive of the church in the establishment of the school and the hospital, is well achieved. I would like to share, there's a lady called Priscilla. She came not as an Adventist. She had a lot of challenges. Her parents had died, and she was the first of 4 children, and because she's the eldest, she had to take up the motherly role and then look for the upkeep of the other 3.
Without any income, Priscilla was desperate to feed, clothe, and house her siblings, and to pay her tuition at the school. She turned to selling her body for income. During a week of spiritual emphasis, her life changed.
She confided in me on what is going on and her willingness to stop that act. And so I prayed with her, and then by God's grace, He made a way that she is able to keep herself in school. She's completed though, but she completed as an Adventist.
Students rely on their chaplain to guide them in their spiritual walk.
The need for a chaplain is important when this spiritual care is needed. Quite apart from that, the students will also need someone, especially when they have spiritual challenges, to confide in and to pray with. So they normally visit our offices. Some of the things they cannot discuss with the college professor or the tutor, but they need a pastor or a chaplain to discuss the things with.
Ghana's Northern Union leadership is excited to see this spiritual growth and is now ready to see how God will work next at the Medical Missionary Training Campus, as the physical plant was built for only a few hundred students, but is now serving nearly 1,000 and growing.
To have projects in the nursing training college in Asamai, so that we can finish the project over there and put in more students to learn and go out as missionaries for Christ and expand the work of God in this territory.
I remember when we came here the first time to pray so that we could start our first block, first the classroom block and the administration block. It was a fervent prayer, and thankfully it yielded results. So it's been prayer so far, and God has been so wonderful.
To me, education is a cornerstone of progress and then empowerment. It equips individuals with the necessary skills to excel in life.
We started with 22 students, and currently we are 890. Our estimation is to get to 1,000, and we are planning to add more programs.
There are great needs around this campus. Dorm rooms designed for 4 young ladies are housing 8 to 10 women. There is no central cafeteria where students can meet and eat together. Classrooms that should have no higher census than 35 to 40 students have 3 to 5 times that number. You have an opportunity to make a big difference in one of these areas.
If we want to meet standards of accreditation board, then we need to have more classrooms, and that is why we thought it wise to also seek for help.
We have an issue with overcrowding here, and then if there is something that can be done about it, I think it will be a necessity for us. One main reason for establishing the school is to help students and then help them to get a brighter future. And the aim is to give them a conducive environment to enhance learning.
The leadership of the Adventist Midwifery School has a great vision. They've already completed 15% of the school block that will be built with your 13th Sabbath offering. Students are already meeting in these rooms, and this building will be completed to a 3rd floor and an entire 3-story block at that end as well. Your 13th Sabbath offering this quarter will make a huge difference in preparing the medical missionaries for the future here in Ghana.
It's quite surprising how every time when we ask for help, people come in to assist.
We thank all those watching us, and then I know what we are being interviewed for is going to yield a positive fruit. And I pray that God will bless each and everyone out there.
Thank you for giving this 13th Sabbath offering to the Nursing Training College over here, so that the work of God over there can be promoted and we can train people for the glory of God.
This 13th Sabbath, growing the kingdom by supporting the Adventist youth in the medical missionary work, the entering wedge of the Three Angels message, is your privilege. Will you give? Will you pray? What will you do? These young women will be empowered to share the healing ministry of Jesus, the practical gospel, with your prayerful support. From the media missionaries of Network 7 Media Center in West Central Africa's northern Ghanaian region, this is Mission Sonlight.